Welcome everyone, I'm Danny, and I want to comment on this comment that I got from a listener named Mary, who she hates God and doesn't even believe Jesus ever existed. And I say, well, I agree with you a lot, but I'm convinced that Jesus was a real historical figure, and to me, the reality of a creator is just self-evident. And I gave her some reasons of, like the movement of the planets and quantum physics. Well, it turns out that she has a doctorate degree in quantum mechanics, and we had a very lengthy conversation and a dialogue, and I'll share some of it with you, and you may think, wow, that really makes sense, or you may think, wow, that's really stupid, but one thing for sure, it'll make you think. Well, we had a good and long conversation, and if you want the whole thing, I'll link it in the description box. But I'm going to give you 4 quotes that she said that prove to her that God does not exist. And ironically, these are 4 quotes that prove to me that God does exist. Number 1, the universe came to be 13.8 billion years ago when the singularity expanded and the light elements were formed in the Big Bang. The singularity is a point in which all physical laws are indistinguishable from each other. And she corrected me, telling me that Saturn has 146 moons orbiting, ranging in size from larger than Mercury, the planet, to the size of a sports arena. And gravity is what controls and holds them in orbit. Number 3, nobody created the laws of science as far as we know. They existed in perpetuity, which means they're eternal. There is 0 evidence for any omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent entity. And number 4, there is no such thing and never was such a thing as empty space. Empty space is filled with matter and antimatter. Now, since the empty space that our solar system floats in is not empty, even though it seems empty to our 5 senses, well, let's make the empty space a noun, a thing, and we can call it the quantum field or just the field. And let's go back 13.8 billion years to the day before the Big Bang, when there was not one atom of matter existing in the universe, but only the field existed. Now, Mary said gravity was needed to organize and orchestrate the solar system and the galaxies into their cosmic dance around one another. And the question we got to ask is, was the force of gravity a fully functioning law in the field before the Big Bang, or did it invent, form, or create itself out of the explosion of the Big Bang? She says that nobody created the laws of science. As far as we know, according to her, they existed in perpetuity, and we know gravity had to be fully functioning 4.571 billion years ago to form our solar system. And all of the sciences, the mathematics, quantum physics, chemistry, all of them were needed for life to evolve. But the question is, did these unbreakable, unchangeable laws of science exist eternally and fully functional as one unified entity before the Big Bang? Or did they somehow formulate themselves out of an explosion from a void dumber than a box of rocks? Now, one thing that's undisputable is that the field is omnipresent. It's everywhere in the universe at the same time. And if it held all of the laws of the sciences before the Big Bang, not as individual units of study, but as one unified entity, well, that means that it holds more information than all the universities and laboratories in the world put together. So it would be omniscient or all-knowing. And since it holds all the energy in the world, well, that makes it omniscient. And you can't divide it or take a piece out. It's an indivisible oneness. And Mary seemed to think that it probably was from eternity past. So these are the exact attributes of God. So what do you think? Were the laws of science and all the universe, were they present in the field before the Big Bang? And that's what created us? Or was there just a Big Bang and the laws created themselves and voila, here we are. So let me know. And if you want to look at the quantum field in a way that will make you understand some of Jesus' teachings in a way that you're not going to hear in church at all, check out these videos, and I'll see you in the next one.